In this video, I'm going to show you three main ways you can use AI tools like ChatGPT to help scale your Amazon FBA business. Over the years, we've scaled multiple 6- and 7-figure Amazon accounts across various niches. But this was done using a number of manual strategies. In today's world, however, with various AI tools on the market, scaling an Amazon account has become so much easier. Most of you have probably heard of ChatGPT. Some of you may have even used it. But for those who don't know, ChatGPT is an incredibly powerful language model that uses AI, also known as artificial intelligence, to generate human-like responses to text-based inputs. OpenAI, who are the company that developed it, trained it on a massive amount of data from the internet, giving it the ability to understand and respond to a wide range of topics and questions. One of the most noticeable benefits of using tools like ChatGPT over a traditional Google search is actually the way it spits out its results. For example, if I was to ask ChatGPT something like, give me the steps on how to build a plane, and I put that same question to Google, it would give very different results. So let's see. So despite the extreme complexity of building a plane, it still gave me a basic framework of how I would go about doing it. Now let me copy that exact same question and put it into Google, and let's see the results it gives. So straight away you can see the underlying difference. It didn't even understand that I was actually asking how to build a real plane. It's giving me paper planes, and also it's just giving me a number of different results. Whereas ChatGPT is straight to the point. So the reason this is important is using a tool like this can really help you scale your Amazon business quickly. And in this video, I'm going to go through 3 key ways we currently use tools like this to help us scale. So the first way you can use ChatGPT to help you scale your Amazon business is using it to help you find new suppliers. So this is by far one of the biggest issues we see new Amazon sellers face, because we get the most questions around this topic. So we thought it was one of the most important things to focus on when talking about using AI strategies for your Amazon business. So there's different ways you can prompt ChatGPT to give you results. For example, you could keep it pretty simple. You could type something like, give me the top 5 wholesale suppliers in the UK for the pet industry. Cool. So here we go. It's giving you now 5 different names just off the back, and this is just ChatGPT 3. So it's not actually an up-to-date model, but you don't actually need up-to-date information to find wholesalers or distributors. So for example, I've never even heard of any of these distributors. I think one of them, but this is just one example of how you can use AI to help you find different supplier names. But I would always suggest trying to make your results as bespoke as possible. So let me show you what I mean. So I briefly mentioned earlier that ChatGPT is a large language model. So what that basically means is it's been trained to interpret what you say and understand what you say like a human would. So if that's the case, then you want to take advantage of its capabilities. So instead of just writing a simple question such as give me the top 10 pet distributors, you can give ChatGPT a lot more information to help you get your specific requirements. So for instance, we use a structure of how we talk to ChatGPT, where we first give the context. So that's who are we, who's our company, what do we do? We give the goal. So what are we actually trying to achieve? Like, what do we want ChatGPT to help us with? And then we give further information. So that tends to be any requirements we have, any filters. And then finally, we ask the final question. So let's go through this. Let's start with the context. So the reason I'm using the pet industry as well is because if you watch our content, you know that we focus on healthcare and beauty products as well as food products. So I actually have no knowledge of this industry, so I'm doing this from a totally neutral standpoint. Okay, so starting with the context, let's say we said, I run an e-commerce company and we sell specifically on Amazon, ignore the typos. We are a new company and have been in business for less than 1 year. We are based in the UK and have a budget of £5,000 for purchasing. So that's the context. Then I'm going to give it an idea of what our overall goal is. So let's say we said we want to open number of distributor and wholesale accounts with companies that specialize in pet products. Ideally, we want to focus on companies that have a good range of pet toys and accessories rather than food. That's just random. I'm just saying that because, for example, like food is very heavy, so you may want to stay away from food products, for instance. Now let's give it that further information that really will fine-tune the results. Also, I do want to say with that typo, I've left it just to show that ChatGPT will still know exactly what you mean. They won't get confused by any typos. Not trying to promote bad spelling, but we want to work specifically with wholesalers and distributors based outside of the UK, but specifically in the EU. They have to have been in business for at least 10 years and can't be a public company. Public company is a company that's on the stock market. Please make sure you do not give me any manufacturers, as I am only looking for wholesalers. This feels like overkill, but I'm just doing it for example's sake. Wholesalers and distributors. Cool. So now with the final question, just to bring it all together. Can you give me a list of 10 companies that meet my criteria and are suitable based on the context I gave you in the beginning? Cool. Oh, please. I have a conspiracy theory that if you're nice to ChatGPT, it gives you better results. So let's see what this gives back. So, you know, this is quite a lot. Certainly, based on your criteria, here are 10 wholesalers and distributors of pet toys and accessories in the EU. Vital Pet Products, Rosewood Pet Products, let's see what they say. Based in the UK and have been in business 50 years. They have a large selection of pet toys, accessories and bedding. And as you can see, we're getting like a lot of different results that in comparison to what we got in the first search. You know, and this is, you know, I could have given it more context, because as you can see, it's really highlighting how long these companies have been in business. This is just one type of, you know, filter that I've used, but you could literally say anything, and I could literally sit here and say, okay, great, give me another 10 please. Let's see, and the list just goes on. So this is just proving the point that today there's really no excuse. It's so easy to find wholesalers. This is making me even think I shouldn't release this video, because a lot of these wholesalers could be quite good. But you know, the point here is you can give it as much context as possible. Okay, so look, here's something. It looks like they've kind of failed. I see this is based in South Africa. I said specifically based in the EU, but and they're also showing some that are based in the UK. So, but look, that's good that that's happened. Well, it's not good, but if I say, you have given me results of companies not based in the EU, such as the UK, that might not make sense, but such as the UK and South Africa. I'll say that. Let's see what it says. I apologize for my mistake. Here are 10 more wholesalers distributed basically in the EU. So you can talk to ChatGPT multiple times if it makes mistakes to make sure it's giving you the results that you want. So just in this video alone, I've shown how easy it is. So this is one thing that you can now implement into your business. If you like this video, subscribe for part 2, where I'm going to go over a second and third strategy you can use with ChatGPT to implement into your Amazon FBA business to help you scale.